Harriet Jacobs,
Frederick Douglass,
Susan B. Anthony,
Harriet Tubman,
Booker T. Washington,
Ida B. Wells,
A. Philip Randolph,
Adam Clayton Powell,
the NAACP,
Rosa Parks,
Bayard Rustin,
the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee,
Thurgood Marshall,
the black men and women who historically served in World War II, despite suffering discrimination and segregation during their tour,
the Little Rock Nine,
the boys and girls who integrated schools, people who participated in sit-ins,
the 600 peaceful demonstrators who marched from Selma to Montgomery,
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.,
and many more.
For them, justice wasn't just a day of service, but a commitment.
They did not intend to drive across town to serve the least of these, knowing that they would return to their plush homes and gated streets. They did not intend on donating a few dollars for the needy, making them feel good that they helped out those in need, without expecting to get involved themselves. For them, justice wasn't just a day of service, but a commitment.
They did not commit to showing up on a holiday, MLK Day, to clean up a neighborhood, only to return to their neighborhood where those they served are not wanted or welcome. They did not commit to speaking out against racism, discrimination, and injustice because it was MLK Day, only to ignore the problem for the remainder of the year. For them, justice wasn't just a day of service, but a commitment.
They did not see justice as an event, a project, or a donation. Justice was a lifestyle, a commitment, and an investment in the future. They did not see justice as an inconvenience, unnecessary, or too much. They were committed to doing whatever it took. For them, justice wasn't just a day of service, but a commitment.
And if we are following them, justice shouldn't be just a day of service for us either, but a commitment. But that's what it has become. It has become an event, project, or donation for many. It has become an inconvenience, unnecessary, and too much. It has become something that someone else does and we don't want to have any part of it. But that ends today. As the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "We refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vault of opportunity of this nation. And so we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us, upon demand, the riches of freedom and the security of justice." No longer will justice be just a day of service, but now it is a commitment.
We will commit to enforcing justice as we serve in our workplaces each day. We will commit to enforcing justice by not ignoring the problems we see. We will commit to enforcing justice by speaking up and speaking out. No longer will justice be just a day of service, but now it is a commitment.
As the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. No longer will justice be just a day of service, but now it is a commitment.
We will not stop until we see justice in every home, every neighborhood, every community, every business, every school, in politics, in service, and in the way we live. It's not just a day of service, but a commitment to enforcing justice. Will justice be just a day of service for you, or will it be a commitment? Listen to the word of the Lord.